All right, guys, Looney again here. Just got done shooting a couple review videos. Did a review video of this little icon unboxing. Well, I didn't do an unboxing; I already had it unboxed, but just a short little review of my thoughts on this thing moving forward. Then I did a little review on this 44-inch U.S. General double bank roller cabinet. Just those should be uploaded about the same time as this video, I think. So I thought while I was doing all that, I would go ahead and do a quick little toolbox tour for you. What was I going to do? I think first we should probably put away some of these tools, clean up some of my mess a little bit. But yeah, I got these socket trays from Harbor Freight. They're $10 a piece. Thought I would try and make some sense out of this socket area. I got these trays. They're these metal trays with these metal slide deals. At first I thought, oh yeah, I'll like those. It'll work out great, but I just started really not liking them. So we're gonna go ahead and replace those today. We're gonna swap them out with this and clean the drawer up, and then we'll come back with a review, or not a review, a little toolbox tour, go over some of my stuff. But we'll catch you back as soon as I get that taken care of. All right, guys, and we're back. So this is usually, on a Friday, this is usually how my cart looks. I take everything off of it that doesn't need to be on there. I keep a magnet on here. Sometimes I put it in the drawer, sometimes I keep it here. I like to keep an extra light. We got the marker and a tire depth gauge, miscellaneous clips. Love these magnet trays. Can never have enough of them. Got a little. My boss gave me this magnetic strip that magnets to the inside there. So I use that to hold sockets as I'm going throughout the day, and just put them along here as I'm using them. I usually try to put them away, at the end of the day if everything works out. But this is a 36-inch rolling tool cart from Harbor Freight. It's just El Cheapo U.S. General. Again, made out of really good material. Seems like it'll hold up a while. It's not the best cart, but I mean, it was on par with everything else I was looking at. Got the magnet tray on there for the Matco tire inflator gauge. Got the Sure Shot down there, an extra chain. Just got some extra wires in here. I like to throw like wrenches, pliers, pry bars, extensions, stuff that I'm using throughout the day in here. That way I can keep this for like my paperwork and my pen, some ratchets and sockets and miscellaneous shit. It does get loaded down. Sometimes I don't keep it as clean as I need to, but so that's that. So back to the socket drawer here. We got everything picked up. We're just getting ready to swap out for these Pittsburgh socket trays. And this is what I had before, is these metal rails with the little clips on them. I already have one that broke back here. It doesn't want to stay on there anymore. But we're going to fix that today. I mean, they've done a good job holding everything, and they work. It's hard to figure out what I'm grabbing. Some of these tools I know by heart, like 10. So what I did was I sorted them when I stacked them in here. I put them, this goes to 10. This is 10. Everything from here up to here is 19 and 20. Up from there, and the same with all these, so that I don't have to spend a whole lot of time. Obviously, that's a 10, that's an 8, that's a 10, that's an 8. Just because they get used a lot, I'm easier to pick out, 13s and your 15s. There are some tools here that are just super easy to pick out of the bunch, but like these impacts, these are all Tecton impacts, and on the sides of them, some of them are still fairly easy to read, some of them are not. Still, it seems like they're hard to read in there. I don't know. It's just, anyways, that's where we thought we'd go with the marked trays. Maybe it'll make life a little bit easier. If nothing else, I don't have to deal with these things sliding back and forth and sockets leaning and tilting, and it's just, I thought it was going to work, but it didn't really work out for me. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to empty this drawer out, put those trays in there, see if we can't get it organized a little bit better. And then we'll come back and we'll finish up with the actual the toolbox tour. Sorry guys, but I just felt like this is the order it has to go in today. So again, we'll be right back. All right guys, well, we got that done. Unfortunately, some of the sockets didn't fit and some of the trays didn't fit, so I ended up putting those into the overflow cart here. We got all the extra tool storage there, but this box is pretty much empty anyways. This bottom box, I use it for storage. Just miscellaneous shit in here, that a couple empty drawers I guess, but just storage. There's an extra handle in here that goes on the side of this toolbox so that I could fit it in this spot. An extra Milwaukee bag, parts for my Ranger, more parts for my Ranger, a Sawzall, more parts for the Ranger. Jesus Christ, it's stuck in there. Anyways, yeah, you get the idea of this other drawers. Got the front accessory stuff off the front of my Ranger, doing a timing kit on it and pulling the engine. So just trying to keep some of this stuff stored and out of sight, out of mind until I get to it. But that's the bottom box. That's not really being used. So anyways, back over here. So anyways, this is what it looks like now. I had to rearrange and reuse and swap some some magnetic rails and stuff in order to get this one full with what I wanted on it. We got 1/2 inch. These are Tecton. This is a Mac, I believe. Yeah, Mac universal swivel. These are Blue Point 3/8, deep and shallow, 12 point, 6 point. Lost a 10 a couple times, so I just got another random 10 in here. When I did that, I went and bought myself this Matco Essentials 10mm Essentials kit. It's got some swivels on there, deeps, chromes, all that jazz. 1/4 inch, 3/8. It's got the magnet ones here. Yeah, that's pretty nice. It's handy to have when you're always losing 10mm sockets. I got a little Ingersoll Rand 1/4 inch air ratchet. Thing works great. Super cheap, but always gets the job done. Some magnet trays here with big ulators and small ulators and various adapters. A 1/4 inch snap-on universal swivel here. Some spark plug sockets, adapters for my Pittsburgh serpentine belt tool, a 3/8, just a regular 3/8 socket deep. I ended up using 3/8 all the time on like hose clamps and stuff, so I just decided to keep that in that tray. I got another magnet tray for all my 1/4 inch, 3/8, and 1/2 inch drive extensions. It's not all of them, but I mean, there's a couple floating around here and there, and in the other top over there. But the ones I use the most are here. I've got some Harbor Freight Icon, these long guys here. Kind of cheap, but they get the job done when you need them. We got a Harbor Freight Pittsburgh breaker bar. Works really well. This, some Matco 1/2 inch drive flex head, non-comfort grip. I broke it a couple times already. The new ones, they have a new design for the gears in there, so supposedly they break less, but I've already broke this one. See here, we got a Blue Point ratchet, Matco super long 1/4 inch flex head, locking, works really good. We got a Icon tools from Harbor Freight, 3/8 long flex head, snap-on long, just a regular 3/8 long, 1/4 inch long, 1/4 inch short. So that's the ratchets. We got Mac oil filter sockets, snap-on swivels, and then Pittsburgh Torx bits and hex adapters. This is gray pneumatic, 1/4-inch drive set, 15 down to 4. This is a Mac Tools 1/2-inch drive shorts. These have like some biting edges on them and stuff, just to help with rounded off bolts and stuff. So really good set to have. No skips there. The Tecton, I didn't realize until I had this tray just how many sizes they skip in there, but I mean, I'm gonna have to up my 1/2-inch game. And now that I took some sockets out and put them in the overflow over there, the ones that I don't really use all the time just to make room, I start to realize I might have to buy some more sockets. We got an Icon 1/2-inch drive torque wrench. These old school Tecton pry bars, I got the whole set of those. A couple big sockets that didn't fit in the tray here, a 30 and a 32. A big oil filter one that I never used that goes with this set. I just put it back there just to get it out of the way. I was running out of room, so I kind of had to, you know, it is what it is. Custom made short old Craftsman ratchet that I cut up. I don't know what this is, but a little tiny 1/4-inch breaker bar, E-Torx. So yeah, that's the socket drawer. We got a Torx bit, GM locking nut tool, pretty handy to have. That's the end of that drawer. We got the screwdriver drawer next. These are all Harbor Freight. I got the Quinn set and the Pittsburgh demo set, so you can hit those with the hammer and such. I also got the super cheap Pittsburgh Torx screwdrivers, kind of handy to have for interior stuff. A little bitty Torx set, miscellaneous adapters for the 1/4-inch driver, tiny screwdrivers, tiny screwdriver set. So like I said, it's not the most tools in the world. They're not the best tools, but they're mine. They're paid for, and you know, they get the job done most days. Here we got some pliers, the long 45, the long regular Pittsburgh, long side cutters, the Matco hose clamp plier locking thing, you know what it is. Super handy. Side cutters, my favorite pliers in the world. I got 3 sets of these. They're called Wild. I used to get them from S&K Guy when I was younger. I've just always really liked them. These ones are starting to wear out a little bit, so they kind of slip in between the adjuster a little too easy some days, but super nice. My favorite pliers ever. Pittsburgh oil filter wrench, big channel locks, Swiss pipe wrench, big Doyle channel locks, miscellaneous. These are clip removal tools. These are super handy for those plastic clips underneath cars and stuff, for grabbing in there and pulling like the centerpiece out. Super handy to have. A 90-degree set and then a slightly offset. I don't know what degree that is, but got both those. Got a Mac, I believe this was a Mac wire crimper cutter. Some vice grip brand vice grips. Don't really use them all that often, but when you need them, they sure as fuck are handy to have. A long set of Nipex Cobras. Some more side cutters. Another pair of channel locks. Little plier needle noses, side cutters, blah blah blah, all that jazz. That's my pliers drawer. Not the most organized, but just about everything I need is in there. Again, not the most expensive tools, but they get the job done. Here's my wrench drawer. Just like my socket drawer, this drawer is all metric. I don't really use standard. I have some standard if I need them. But we got some ratcheting stubbies, ratcheting long, the Harbor Freight Icon long. I lost the 10 mil. You can't buy them separately, so for now I just got a cheap 10 millimeter in there. But got that set plus the extended, the big sizes. They're all right. The ends of these tend to spread open on big jobs when you're working on like suspension and stuff. And I'm gonna get a new set of wrenches. It's on my list, but it's what I have. Again, it gets the job done. Got some really old flex head ratcheting spline drive Craftsman ratcheting wrenches, metric. I think I got from 10 to 17 in that set. That's those. So here's this is my standard drawer. This is just like if I just happen to need a standard, I just threw a drawer with the basic stuff here. None of this is tool truck stuff. This is Pittsburgh. This is all Stanley, I bet. Or no, these are Blue Points. Yeah, these ones over here are all Blue Point. I forgot these ones. This is a snap-on magnet tray, or no, Mac tools, yeah. Got some cheap Stanley, Duralast, Craftsman, a little bit of everything in here, but these are actually really handy. You end up using them on like those clutch fans and stuff. Pretty handy to have. This one I just cut the day before yesterday in order to do EGR hose on a Ford Escape. It was too long, it was banging against everything, so I cut it in half, and you know how it goes. We got some old Craftsman non-flex head spline drive ratcheting. They're all right. I guess I never really use standards, so this stuff's just here as like a emergency if I do need it. Got some standard size spark plug sockets, swivel ones. Again, don't really use them. They were in my garage. They were for working on the lawnmower and shit like that. But anyways, I put them in here just because I had an open drawer at the time. I think as I get some more sockets, I'm probably gonna shift those standards over to the storage box for, you know, if I need them I can grab them, but then I can move my ratchets and extensions and stuff down to here and start actually putting all the rest of my sockets back into this big drawer and use some more of those trays and get that organized a little bit better, blah blah blah. You understand what I'm saying. We got a hammer drawer here. We got a Pittsburgh Impact screwdriver set thing. These are absolute garbage. So yeah, anyways, I got a phone call. I'm gonna answer this and we'll be right back. All right, well, we're back. That was the wife just wondering what the hell is taking so long. Tried to explain to her I was doing a YouTube video tour of my goddamn toolbox, and she was like, oh, really? But she'll get over it. Anyways, back to where I was. These Pittsburgh Impact drivers, these are absolute garbage. I've already had to exchange this twice for these bits just shatter as soon as you hit it. This one's brand new again, but Harbor Freight's fairly close by. Lifetime warranty for the win. So we got some Harbor Freight, these yellow handled ones. All these ball peens is a set that I got from Harbor Freight. They get the job done. This dead blow, that's from Harbor Freight. This big sledge, I don't recall exactly where I got it. Works great, super handy. Got a old Tecton hammer. This is from before Tecton was considered cool or a good brand even. So I've had that for a really long time. Kind of right along the same when I got the Tecton pry bars. Anyways, that's that drawer. Down here we got some kits. We got Pittsburgh axle nut socket set. Super handy. Not gonna break them. They got a lifetime warranty, so no use in spending a crazy amount of money on those. These are fairly new. Super nice. I actually really like this kit. These are snap ring pliers from Harbor Freight for the Icon brand. 8-piece. I believe I paid $60 for this on sale with the reward track, inside track I think it's called. Yeah, inside track. But yeah, pretty good deal. Haven't came across a snap ring that I couldn't get with them yet, but we'll see. We got the Power Probe 3, kind of handy to have when you need it. Master fuel line, tranny line disconnect kit. Got the Maddox disc brake pad and caliper service toolkit, the twist-in ones for the brake calipers. That's handy, works great. Never had a problem with it. All right, over to the little drawers here. We got, this is my junk drawer slash miscellaneous shit. The magnet I kept knocking off my cart over there, so that got moved over here while I was cleaning and rearranging. Got an extra streamlight. We got a mirror, fuel line tool, a big claw grabber tool. This is handy. I use it to grab a bolt that fell down an intake runner. Extremely surprised that it worked out, but anyways, kind of nice to have. Just a hook string thing. Is there like a, you pull on the one and it tightens and then it doesn't let the slack out. Use it for holding drive shafts up when all my bungee cords are in use. Let's see here. I've got some safety glasses. Go through probably one of these a month. The battery terminal cleaner. Got a set of Mac picks, some extra batteries for my streamlights, miscellaneous knives, scissors, razor blades, electric tape, scotch pads, lighters, picks. But this is cool. This I got from the Matco guy. I only needed this size at the time, but I might buy the bigger sizes as well. What this is a Jiffy Tight tool for removing Jiffy Tight clips. Those little, some people call them Jesus clips or whatnot. They hold the tranny lines in on the cooler, on the radiator side of the cooler, you know. You put this on the line, close it, push it in, and then you turn it, and it just keeps the clips in place, but you can pull the line out. Man, I didn't even know these existed. Maybe I seen them and never really thought of it, or I don't know what the story is, but I used one a while back, and I will never go back to picking them out with a pick again unless I absolutely have to. And I will be buying the other sizes of those. Super handy. So, but yeah, we got a marker, El Cheapo, spark plug gauge, some brake depth gauges, handy to have, Milwaukee knife. That's that drawer. This is going to be scrapers, pry bars, hook, like the big hook tools. These are Icon from Harbor Freight. Haven't really used them a whole lot, but they're super handy. This one is awesome for getting those sticky weights off of, you know, the wheel weights that stick on the inside of the rims. Super handy. Air hose thing. There's another one up there, just a straight ice pick one. Don't really use it for anything. Miscellaneous body clip removal tools. A really nice carbide Matco scraper. Super handy. A little hardware store, maybe Walmart. I don't know where I got this, but just a paint scraper. Kind of handy. I got one at home, so I had an extra one. It just ended up here. Here we got brake tools. We got some Matco hangers, Blue Point caliper press, line wrenches, an old school, looks like a homemade caliper press. I'm not sure. My boss gave it to me. I've used it a couple times. It's kind of nice. Nowhere near as nice as this or the Maddox kit for the screw-in ones, but got a C-clamp here if you ever really need it. Got some drum brake tools, miscellaneous. We got flare tools, pipe cutter, shit you need for brakes. You guys understand. You know what that drawer is about. All right. In here we got a Blue Point scan tool. Works great for almost everything I need. If I need to, we got a Solus and we got a Modus, and then we got the big snap-on diagnostic cart here, so I can use those. Those are shop tools. Infrared light. We got a Pittsburgh test light, soldering iron, multimeter, jumper wires that I made, solder. Anyways, that's that drawer. Next we got the air hammer, or the air chisel. Got some air hammer, air chisel bits. This one I bought specifically off the Mack truck, or the Matco truck. Super heavy, super strong, it's not gonna break. Some Pittsburgh punches, chisels, hole punches, blah blah blah. Miscellaneous flat chisels, big chisels. Got some El Cheapo Ryobi drill bits, some Harbor Freight step bits, DeWalt, just a bit miscellaneous bit kit, a couple little pilot hole drill, just stuff. And we got the power drawer here, well not power drawer, but my air tools, power tools, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Got a piece of shit Husky 3/8 drive air ratchet that sucks balls. Needs to go in the garbage. I just never thrown it away yet. Ingersoll Rand, or no, what is this one? Power Mate die grinder. I don't know anything about the brand, but seems to work whenever I need it. This, I actually started using these rigid tools at home, and I liked it so much I brought it to work. Little 3/8 drive compact impact, works amazing. Also, it was only $100. I already had the drill and the circular saw and a couple other tools at home, so I already had chargers and batteries. So I brought 2 extra batteries here and a charger. This was $100. Has a lifetime service agreement with Home Depot. As long as you go online and register it, if it breaks or you have any problems with it, you can bring it into the store and they replace it, and away you go. Lifetime warranty. Had a snap-on big 1/2-inch drive air, works great. I've had it forever. It's been rebuilt 2 or 3 times, I'm not sure, but it still works like brand new. Got this Matco compact 1/2-inch drive impact. This works great. I dropped it on the cement once, it broke. Its rubber piece fell off. There was a rubber piece all around this that just kind of fell off over the years. But yeah, I think this has been rebuilt once. When it fell on the ground, a piece of this corner broke off, so I had to have this back plate replaced. Otherwise, it's been a really good little guy. It works great for doing suspension and chassis work. So yeah, that's my 44-inch toolbox. It's pretty much what I use day to day. Some people got these tall rolling carts. I can't really see it from here, but you know, like the tall 30-inch 6-drawer rolling carts. I didn't like that because I like having a place to work and put my stuff. And this rolls around the shop just fine. When that's too much to move around, I move tools over to this one, and I'll just tote this, you know, across the shop. You know, magnet my sockets that I need in here, put whatever else I need in here. Sometimes it's for the day, sometimes it's just for a couple hours, but if I need to go across the shop for little stuff, I'll use that. Oil changes, blah, 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 you get it. Got a really nice Matco tools. I don't know what brand makes these. I think it's OEM tools or whatnot. Maybe they're rebranded for Matco, but best tire inflator thing I've ever owned. I've had a handful of them, and that's the nicest one. Always got extra magnet trays, extra knives around. Got the Sure Shot, an extra chain, got extra light. Got you know, always got to have the stream lights floating around. More magnet trays. We got the magnet tray on the side of the tool cart with the screwdrivers in it, blow gun, PB blaster, air tools, oil, my big pry bar, bungee cords that are just held there. They hang off the bottom of the box to this little magnet hook that holds them on there. Got some free O'Reilly headlights. These suck balls, but they were free. They just haven't made it to the garbage yet. We got a brand new Matco shop light. This thing is $170. I don't really think it was worth it, but I needed a light. He was here, and it is what it is. I got this Blue Point one off the Snap-on guy like 7 years ago. Still works amazing. Well, not really amazing. It's wearing out. It doesn't really stay all the time. And the light acts funky. It'll clip in and out and in and out. Got a matching Pittsburgh Harbor Freight rolling cart that matches, or creeper matches my toolboxes. Got the charger for my rigid there. Got the blue power strip with the USB ports. Got a phone magnet. Put my phone there so I'm not carrying it around in my pocket all day, getting smashed, breaking it. Got a little hook here for my keys. Got the Naked Fairy. Always got to have a Mountain Dew in the cup holder. Got a Tinkerbell representing up there. Sony Bluetooth speaker, spare Bluetooth speaker, brownie, spare stocking cap, gloves, leather gloves, measuring tape, air tool stuff there, and Teflon tape, spare rags, gloves. That's that. Miscellaneous my drawer, earplugs, Visine, ibuprofen, empty. Mostly empty. We got a bunch of pens in here. A lot of this stuff, when I bought this about 4 months ago, a lot of the stuff that was filling this cart got spread around a little bit, so it's a little light right now, but at one point this cart was too full. That's why I had to, or this box was too full, and that's why I had to buy the 44 inch. So here we got overflow. This is all standards. I don't use standards like I said before, but that's what's left of the kits and stuff that aren't in my drawer, whatnot. Half of them are probably at home. These are standard wrenches, probably could go in the other drawer. I never opened these drawers, so to be fair, today is the first time I opened these drawers in a long time. This is all metric overflow stuff I don't have room for. And we already looked through that, but I've had that for about maybe 3 years. Works great. It's held up just fine. All the slides are great. I have no complaints about the construction of it. The lid's really sturdy. Everything about these US General toolboxes are, I mean, for budget people, if you're on a crunch and you don't want to spend the thousands of dollars for, Matco, Snap-on, all that, these work, and they're, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, they're every bit as sturdy. But yeah, that's my toolboxes. Just a short little tour of what I use day to day doing just regular entry-level mechanic work. I mean,